A4's Town Hall Photography. We would love it if you would sit in the front or sit on the side here so that when people come in late, as they inevitably do, thank you for being here on time, there are seats here, so feel free to get up close and personal. I'm Lisa Gold. I'm the Executive Director of A4. And I'm so excited to be here tonight. Thank you to our friends at Pier 57 to hear from these two talented artists, curators, speakers, experts, writers, Joshua and Sunny. So who's been to a town hall before? Whoa, a lot of newbies tonight. All right, this is very exciting. We've got a couple of people. Okay. So for those of you who are familiar with A4, you know that we are, hopefully you know, we are a 41-year-old nonprofit dedicated to ensuring greater representation, equity, I know that's a dirty word in this environment, and opportunities for AAPI artists and arts organizations. And we do that through resource sharing, promotion, community building, which encompasses events like this. So Town Hall is a bi-monthly program that we do every other month, it's bi-monthly, and it creates a kind of a supportive space for you. It creates a networking platform. It just helps us become a tighter community. And I know that with everything that is happening in the world, especially what's happened in the past 8 to 7 days, it's been very intense. So I want you to know that A4 is committed to standing by our mission to support you, to support our community. And if ever there is a concern about something that comes out of DC or something in the news, something that impacts the community, you, your work, feel free to reach out to us at any time. I am in coalition with a lot of other nonprofit organizations and AAPI organizations. So we are considering how best to mobilize, and we will keep you all apprised if we need you, and we will. So just remember, like, just your presence here tonight, it means a lot. Just being in community with each other is really what we need, is to take care of each other right now. So thank you so much for being here. I'm just going to share a few protocols before we start. We are recording this event. We'll post it online unless you told us you don't want to be posted on, or whatever. So please silence your phones if you haven't already, so you don't interrupt people. If you're looking for a restroom, it's out the door to the right. Just go out this door, it's down there. My right, whatever you're facing. Let's see, what else? We have, okay, because we have so many kind of movies tonight, this is how it's going to go. We have 2 featured presenters and then 2 groups of short 2-minute pitches. I have this alarm here for those of you who are pitching that will count down and will let you know when your time is up. So please try to wrap it up so that everybody has a chance to go. We have a lot of people pitching tonight. So after the first featured presenter, Sunny, we will call the names for the people giving 2-minute pitches, and we'll also have the names listed here on the slideshow. So please be ready to go in order, okay? And then we'll have our second featured presenter, Josh, and then we'll do another group of 2-minute pitches, and then at the end, if you are so motivated to share your work or an idea or a program or something, you can do a 30-second pitch. So just sign up here on the sheet, first name and last name, please, and your handle or social media or whoever people can follow up with you if they're interested in what you're sharing. So, and then after that, we'll pop up, network, chat, enjoy. So, yeah. We have until, I think, like 8:15 in here or something. So afterwards, you can hang out here, but when we force you out, you will have to leave. But there's so many places out here to go and have snacks and drinks and chat with your newfound friends and colleagues. There's a brand new mess called Tequila Bar down here to the right if you're interested, and plenty of other places like the Sioux and all of our other delicious friends there. So. We will also have a post-event survey, very quick, it's like 5 questions, but we really appreciate that because it helps us make this event better for you. And we have prizes. So we have 2 great swag bags that we will be giving out to people who randomly fill out the survey. So yeah, there's all sorts of good stuff in there. There's like beautiful artist-made scarves and I don't know, lots of stuff. Anyway. And also note that the slideshow, if you registered to attend tonight, Justine will send you the slideshow in the mail so that you don't have to worry about taking notes. And please do if you want to, but if you want to follow up with anybody, you don't have to feel rushed to scribble something down. Okay, a couple of upcoming A4 events that I wanted to share. Lunar New Year. Happy New Year, everyone. It is the year of the wood snake, and so we have this event every year. It is a fundraiser, but it is so fun. It is the funnest fundraiser that you will attend, I guarantee you. It is a hilarious food. You get to throw your food around. We have a comedian, Young Meyer, who some of you may know, who is hosting, but it is super, super fun. We have an amazing raffle. The event is at the House of Joy. It's February 24th, Monday, so plenty of time to do all your other Lunar New Year events before you do this one, in case you just want more stuff. But guaranteed, super fun, and it helps us continue to support artists like you throughout the year. So, and we also have merch. So this beautiful design was created by Gabrielle Wijaja, who goes by the moniker Gentle Oriental. She is super talented, so you can get t-shirts, hoodies, sweatshirts. Just check out that QR code. Again, proceeds go to help us keep all of our programs free and open. So check that out. They're only available for a limited time. So this is actually, I think, the fifth in our series. So we do one every year. They're pretty great, I have to say. Oh, you're not wearing mine. Danny's wearing hers. Grace is wearing hers. There you go. Check it out. They look amazing. Okay, a couple of programs that we have coming up. On Tuesday, March 25th, we're hosting a free online workshop led by volunteer lawyers for the arts on the topic of contracts, copyright, and creative rights. So this is, if you're a visual artist, a filmmaker, a musician, creator in any field, this workshop is going to help you safeguard your rights. It is free, so you can visit our website to sign up and learn more. It's in the daytime, so it's easy to check it out. It's not going to, I don't think we're saving it. It's just live. We're not going to be archiving it, are we?
Our recording will be available for all registrants for 1 month.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
And then it expires.
Okay, so sign up. Even if you can't make it, sign up, but we do encourage you to make it. Let's see. And then another event that we have coming up, which is called New Music Mondays. So this is a partnership that we have with Bang & Olufsen. So it's for musicians, composers, filmmakers to be able to hear their original compositions in this gorgeous setting with state-of-the-art speakers. So we do this every other month. The February event is already booked, but sign up for our newsletter if you're not on it already to hear about the April event. So that's happening, and it's a great opportunity to network, get feedback on your music, film, whatever, from a small group of other AAPI creators. And then two other important A4 not specific opportunities that we thought you might be interested in. The New York Times Photo Department, Photoville, and CUNY's Graduate School of Journalism, they have their annual free New York portfolio review. So they bring together 80 photo editors, publishers, curators for a portfolio review in April. It's 2 days. You have to sign up and you have to submit, but it's free to apply. So check it out online. It's a pretty amazing opportunity. And also the Magnum Foundation is accepting applications for their spring session of the New York City Fellowship, which gives you a $5,000 project production grant, mentorship, arts administration experience. Also a great opportunity, deadline for that to apply February 17th. So check those out. And then finally, just a note, if you have things coming up, events or exhibitions or whatever, share them with us and we will include them in our newsletter, put them on our website. So it's super easy, free, fast to create an account and sign up on our website. We also have an opportunity section where we list residencies, jobs, things like that. Speaking of which, A4 is hiring, so if you know any people that have experience making grants, not asking for grants, but actually giving out the money, let us know, because we have a very exciting new opportunity coming up this year. So there's that. So that stuff. Thank you to our supporters at Con Edison, New York State Council on the Arts, with the support of Governor Hochul, the New York State Legislature, to our friends at the Department of Cultural Affairs, in partnership with the City Council, Howard Gilman Foundation, Ford Foundation, and all the generous individuals who help us, again, make these programs possible and free to all of you. And to our amazing team here tonight, Danny Bloom in the back, Grace Blackmar, intern over there, and of course Justine Lee, our programs director. Quick land acknowledgement, while I still can. We acknowledge the land politically designated as New York City to be the homeland of the Mansei and Lenape peoples, who were violently displaced as a result of European settler colonialism over the course of 400 years. The Lenape are diasporic people who remain closely connected with this land and are its rightful stewards. As an organization that focuses on the rights of underrepresented people and in solidarity with Indigenous peoples, we recognize this history and uplift the sovereignty of Indigenous people and territory. We commit to dismantling ongoing settler colonialism and their implications in our world. So with that, I am very excited to introduce our first featured presenter, Sunny Shokrae. Sunny is a New York City-based photographer who is renowned for creating imagery rooted in authentic and diverse storytelling, as well as her photo essay in the AMP on documenting Disco Tehran in our inaugural issue. So over her 15-year career, Sunny has developed a body of work championing representation while exploring identity, culture, and intimacy. But tonight she's going to share a different body of work with us. So I'll give you Sunny.
That was a lot of awesome opportunities from a lawyer. Okay, so cool. Hi everyone, I'm Sunny. I'm reading off this so that I stay on track and I don't veer off, because I can get on tangents. I'm thrilled to be here today to talk about my process and my experience. My compulsion to capture moments and preserve memories began long before I picked up a camera professionally. To me, photography is about creating connections. It's about our, emotions and the world around us. I came into the industry blindly about 15 years ago, and from my vantage point now, I've learned you spend your first 10 years establishing yourself, and the next, sort of breaking the rules, and if you identify as an artist, defying categorization, prioritizing creative autonomy, and exploring new mediums and ways of working. The video project I'm going to share with you today marks a significant point in my creative journey right at the 10-year mark. I wanted to grasp making films and really have a go at it. When you're a working commercial photographer, you get asked to do motion as if it's the same skill and you're expected to do it on the same day at the same set. So I think that filmmaking and directing is a completely different muscle to flex. And in this series, I attempted it just for myself, and then eventually got picked up by AD and lives in another place now. But I wanted to translate my photographic language into a movie format. And I'm very much interested in identity and the experience of third culture kids, because that's what I am. I think a common thread in a lot of diasporas from Eastern cultures is the coming of age story. I connect to it deeply because for me personally, it's a time of great discomfort. And I'm starting to realize our parents' generation was meant to survive, and ours are meant to be storytellers. So we'll be watching 2 chapters out of the 3, and after I'd look to invite the audience to share a couple of thoughts or how it resonates or how it doesn't.
اومدم از شیراز و اصفهان، همون شهر میگن نصف جهان. من اومدم از مامان و بابام با یه کاکا و یه خواهر همراه. من اومدم به این دنیا دنبال همون آرزوها. من اومدم دیدم هیچ کس یارم نمیشد. گفتم به تو شبیه مایی، مگر تو از کجایی؟ برگرد پیش همونا که از آنی. من برگشتم به ابروهای کمونم، به چشمای سیاهم دویدم تا به خونه رسیدم. مامانم پرسید مادر چته؟ گفتم چیزم نیست. بوسش کردم و رفتم تو اتاقم. در محکم بستم، تو آینه یه نگاه سور کردم و نشستم. شب روز شد و برگشتم سر کلاس. تک و تنها غذامو خوردم که دوباره بچه آمدن دورم. یکیشون گفت می تو نمیفهمی، تو مال اینجا نیستی، پس چرا اینجا نشستی؟ سرمو بلند کردم، تو چشماش نگاه کردم و گفتم من اومدم، از سرزمین آریایی اومدم و 2500 سال فرهنگ فارسی اومدم، به بزرگی کوروش، به نور میترا، به نیروی رستم، به روح فردوسی. ببین بچه ها من از کجام، به کلمه حافظ همیشه همراه، به دلاوری کاوه اومدم، به شوق زندگی سعدی اومدم. میگن مردم آینه همدیگه هستن. من خودم تو آینه تو پیدا کردم. حالا تو که پرسیدی، بگو واتساپ خودت هم میبینی؟
So that was chapter 1, which was a poem written by Rahill. The second one, which is on my website, is a song she wrote. And then the third one, which we're about to watch, is a mix she made. So this was her family, and this last one is images and tape of my family.
همتم تا می رود ساز غزل گیرد به دست، طاقتم اظهار عجز و ناتوانی. شعر میگه نمیتونم بنویسم. شهریارا رو دل از ما مهربانان مشکنید، شهریارا رو دل از ما مهربانان مشکنید، ورنه قاطعی
تو ای فراموش شده روزها خویشتن را به قرمز ملبس می‌سازی و به زیورهای سر می‌آرایی.
خبرداری خبرداری که این دنیا همش رنگه.
That's sweet. What do you guys think? Or does anyone want to say anything? Does anyone have anything to share? Let's- Okay. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was like I really like the use of the image or the video on top of the video, kind of telling the second narrative.
Yeah.
And it was interesting the third one without the subtitles. So
Yeah.
kind of having trying to piece together a story. Was that like a video Was that your
So,
father or your
That,
younger
yeah,
brother?
that's my dad, that's my mom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it was, the singing is, they're like really old Persian singers. So Rahill had made a mixtape and she just had stitched together so much old music. And then I had a friend cut it down to like a minute and a half so I could make a video for it. So I wanted it more to like elicit feeling rather than have people have me to read text about what the singers are saying. You can just let them emotively understand what they're saying, just how they're singing it. So that was the purpose of not putting subtitles on this one.
It's a cool feature. Really liked it.
Thank you. All right. Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, firstly, I want to thank you. It's such a poignant and lovely presentation, and for me, I definitely sense this intimacy in the project. I was curious how your family reacted to
You know,
this.
I don't think they watched it.
Okay.
Like, I don't really, they're not, like, you know, they're not artists, and I've sent it to them. I think this time was so painful for them, and I think they avoid, you know, like just facing what that time. It was a great struggle. Like, we moved here in '89, right after the Iran-Iraq war. They had to sort of establish this life for us. Their family was far away, and so. Yeah, I think we were oblivious because we were 5 and 7, but for my parents, I think they don't like talking about it. And I want to obviously talk so much about it, but I have to pick at them very, you know, strategically and intentionally. But I've sent it. They don't have many comments, reactions. So I'm not sure we watched it.
It's really poignant and lush, and the imagery in the first film with the botanicals in the background, that color, the vividness, it's beautiful. Thank you.
Yeah, the first one was really based off of like memories. So like when I'm like sprinkling salt on the egg, like I remember eating soft-boiled eggs for breakfast, which is what we ate. And so much of that was sort of trying to build imagery. And you know, this was a collaboration between Rahill and I, so it was her music. We mirror each other so much in our experience, so it was so easy to sort of see myself in her and her see me, and then we could speak this visual music language to each other. So I think that these things are also like, it's so key to find a collaborative person, someone that you can understand and understands you to work with when you're experimenting, especially. Yeah.
How did you decide on the images in the first film, like the egg, or I mean, a lot of it was food oriented. But
So I'm a photographer, right? This is my first film, and I was just like, I just started writing down memories. So, like as pictures in my own head, right? So listening to that poem, I listened to it and I was like, okay, like what is this? What do I feel about this? Like I'm not a deeply technical person, I'm a deeply emotional person, so I have to connect to that. And so I listened to her and I like thought about what it made me see in my mind. So those are the things I just like wrote down and started storyboarding, and then I edited it together in a way that it made sense. But it was like really a very like emotional experience, not at all technical. Yeah.
I really like the use of the archival footage in the second video. Was that something that like you personally had easy access to, or did you have to like, what was your experience?
Yeah. Okay. So when we first moved here in '89, we took a lot of VHS films to send to Iran for our family. So we'd speak. We didn't have iPhones, right? So we'd speak to each other through these VHS movies we make. So we spent a lot of time just like filming like nothing, like just to be like, this is our house, like, these are the walls. So a lot of that footage I found and I digitized years ago. And then when this project came up, I was like, yes, like I have a reason to go through it and sort of like slice it up and figure out what I want to use.
In your production process, did you have the idea that you would use the archival footage in that way on top of the other
So when I started the chapter series, it started one by one. So I was like, Rahill, like give me whatever you have, and then we'll pick what we, So the poem came first. The second one was like just a legit, like straightforward song that she wrote. And then the third one that we'd watched, she had made a mixtape, and I was like, oh, this is the perfect ender. Because like there were just like all really different expressions of her musical talent. And so, and it also like wrapped it up and brought it back to my family. I started with her family and then like came down to that. So once I heard the mixtape, I just like, there were so many feelings about it, and then it was like, this is like, it just felt like the perfect place to use it. Yeah.
Thanks, guys. Thank you so much. All right, we're going to take a moment for everybody who's standing up in the back to take a seat. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 seats open in the front here. So come on up, grab a seat, okay, or not, but it would be great if you wanted to. Okay, so now we're going to do the people who have pre-registered for pitches. So this is the order. Vin, Lana, Alec, Isabella, Kyle. Oh, Siddhant is not coming, so he's sick. And Wendy. So if you can be ready to go in this order, I have a little timer here. I'm going to sit in the front. I'm going to tell you when your 2 minutes is up. So Vin, are you here? Okay, let's get up here. And then Lana, you're on deck, so get ready to go. All right, let me start the timer before you go. Hi, everyone. Menopause and menstruation. Yes. I saw everyone's eyes light up. My name is Vin, and I'm a Brooklyn-based photographer. I'm the daughter of Indian immigrants who came to Canada in the 1970s. Now I call New York City my home. For nearly 2 decades, this has been the cherished backdrop of my history. It's a place that's challenged me to visually explore intimate relationships, specifically from a South Asian mother's gaze. In a world where our roles are shifting, the female experience as we age remains underrepresented. Coalescence is a series of diptychs arranged as a dialogue between myself and my daughter. Compositions that place us side by side as we navigate a world of change. This project aims to express the experiences of women during the phases of menopause and menstruation. It is a call to appreciate our journeys and elevate these processes. My daughter pivots on the cusp of adolescence while I'm on the verge of a new journey. 40 years divide us. In our home in the 70s, as Southeast Asians, we never spoke openly about these physiological changes or how a woman's body changes over time. The taboos still exist. Aging is not always synonymous with beauty. I'm looking for a way to bring this work to a broader audience and spark awareness. Unconventional exhibition spaces that encourage reflective viewing, where we experience an appreciation of time and identity. I seek collaborators who are storytellers, fellow visual artists, writers, curators, and musicians, all who can amplify the mood and energy of this project. Together, I do envision an experience where these diptychs come to life through sight, sound, narrative, and engagement. Let's create a space where artistic collaboration resonates as a celebration in this very fast-changing world. Now, more than ever, we do need strength in our connections. Thank you.
Juana? Oh, okay.
Hi, everyone. My name is Juana Kisuk. I'm a Thai-American photographer. I'm based in Brooklyn, and my work focuses in human interest stories. I cover a lot of food culture and also events across the city. But today I am sharing a personal project called Permanent Vacation. It is a project about my parents, so it's highly personal. And it's a portrait of my parents' lives as highly active Asian American retirees and seniors living in the Sunshine State. Though my mom and dad immigrated from Thailand to the US over 40 years ago, I'm continually fascinated by the way that they have adapted to the Florida landscape in their own unique way. From their colorful athleisure wear to where they shop and what they eat, it's clear that their sunny suburban environment has shaped their identities. So my parents were also restaurant owners for nearly 25 years. They had one of the first Thai restaurants in Central Florida, so I'm really proud of that. And yeah, I'm just really enjoying documenting the fruits of their labor, the hard work. So now they can really enjoy their retirement, and they're so active. They love going to the mall. They love walking. That's how they get their cardio. It's air conditioned inside. The malls are also dead and empty, so they have a lot of fun walking around, playing ping pong, and going shopping afterwards as well. I also want to add that we live in a very youth-oriented society, and oftentimes seniors can feel invisible, and so this project is a way to inform and show that aging is beautiful. Not every elderly person in their 70s and their 80s, like my mom and my dad, are sitting at home just waiting to die. Ultimately, I'd love to exhibit this body of work and make a book out of it. I'm looking for collaborators, people who are good storytellers, writers, who want to have fun and help me bring these images forward. So thank you very much, and appreciate you guys all looking.
Alec here? Alec,
Yeah. Hi everyone, I'm Alec. I grew up in New York, and I'll tell you a little bit about it in a bit. And I studied photography at Yale and graduated in 2021. And since then, I've been working here and working on this project that I haven't really shown anyone yet, so I'm excited to do that. This project is called My American Portraits, and it explores my upbringing in my childhood backyard in Western Brooklyn, which is home to a large population of immigrants from Guangdong, China, where my parents are from. And this series is a collaborative project with my parents in displaying colorful, meaningful domestic items and scenes that challenge the idea of the American home. So the concepts of the American backyard, established in the 1950s as an extension of the American dream, was actively reconstructed by my parents when they paved over the grass in our backyard with concrete. And the white backdrop is used to present evidence of my parents' daily labor at direct odds with the green lawn white picket fence performance. And the objects and scenes recall my upbringing in an immigrant home, a father's tools, a queer boy's memory of hanging clothes with his mother, bitter melon climbing on metal pipes staked into the ground. And throughout the series, the sheet and staging come apart, asking the audience to question what is formally presented and what is revealed in the background, allowing us to see the beauty in what we often seek to hide and what we don't even realize we're hiding, especially in the chase of a picture-perfect American upbringing. So that's a little bit about this work. Yeah, if you want to do like a studio visit or see some friends, hit me up. I'd love to chat.
Well, that's why this is tricky. Yeah, because there's a major place.
Hello everyone, I'd like to thank A4 again for hosting this town hall. My name is Isabella Khan and I'm a Philadelphia-based photographic artist. Tonight I will be sharing my current project titled 32 Years Later, The Legacy of Chinese Intercountry Adoption. This project is an ongoing series of portraits that focuses on themes of self-definition, growth, and resilience for Chinese transnational adoptees. Following the Chinese government's recent and sudden decision to end their Chinese foreign adoption policy, now over 160,000 of us now are left to reflect on the 3 decades of history and a non-existent future. This conversation is extremely complex and important within contemporary dialogue, intersecting with issues of citizenship, immigration, and cultural representation. 32 years later recognizes the individuals impacted by the personal and political legacy of this history, analyzes how we as adoptees collectively fit under this shared identity, and celebrates the ways that we have grown beyond it. For me, this represents one of the community's many ways efforts to connect and heal as a diaspora of displaced peoples. I'm very excited to hear your thoughts on my work, and later I'm very excited to hear people's thoughts on my work later, and I forgot to click plus earlier. Whoops. And I'm actively looking for people to participate in the project. So if you know if you would like to participate, or if you know anyone who might be interested, this QR code links to the contact form, and it can also be found on the project website. Thanks again for listening, and I look forward to hearing from everyone else as well.
No problem. You're balancing a lot.
Hi everyone, my Hi everyone, my name is Kyle Louie, born and raised in Manhattan, but now a Brooklyn-based photographer. My pitch isn't as fleshed out. I'm just showing a little bit of a project that I just started. I usually work on projects that are based around family, chosen or biological, but I've been wanting to push myself out of my comfort zone and experiments a little bit more. So I've been documenting, or wanting to document, people who practice Chinese martial arts. And so in this series that Justine will click through, this is my friend Jeff, who's practicing Eagle Claw Kung Fu, which he learned from his father, who's also a master. And so what I really want to capture is the essence and spirit of the movements of each style of martial arts. So if you know anybody who practices Chinese martial arts, family, friends, your grandparents, please let me know. And also, I'm just getting into studio work, so if you know any cheap studios, let me know too. My idea was to start just bringing out a backdrop to Columbus Park in Chinatown and shooting there, but I'd rather shoot in a studio. Thank you.
Wendy? Wendy here?
I don't think she's here.
Okay.
What?
No? All right, so we don't have, all right, so we'll move on. Okay.
Justine, Wendy's here.
Oh.
Yeah, if you want to come back.
Go back. Wendy?
Oh, yeah. Sure. If you want to go back, we'll do Wendy, and then the next person will be Wujian Wang. So let's start with Wendy.
Okay.
Here.
Sure.
You want to do it here? Maybe.
There's also two chairs here for those who just came in. Yeah, and then I'll give you the 2-minute warning.
Hello. Hi. Okay, so first of all, thank you so much for having me up here. My name is Wendy Correa. I'm the program director for the Josephine Herrick Project. We are a nonprofit organization that uses photography as a way for rehabilitation, self-expression, and voice inclusion. And these are some of the slides that I have to show you about our program and how we contribute within photography. Josephine Herrick is a real person. She was a photographer and from World War II, and used photography as a way to rehabilitate veterans in order to use that were hurt in war as a way to express themselves and give them a sense of purpose and voice. Within that, we provide photography in all 5 boroughs for DOE schools and some other organizations that like to partner with us. This is one of the schools that we partner with, International High School at Flushing. We have been working with a lot of international schools, and we like to celebrate what the students have to say regarding student lifestyle, being in this country. We have students from all around the world being taught by teaching artists that are practicing photographers, and that is what we do. These are some of the images from the summer program led by teaching artist Matt. Huh? Oh, I wasn't ready to go. Cool. No, it's okay. Thank you for reminding me, because I get nervous. There's a lot of people over here. Okay, so these are some of the images that produced by the students themselves, led by teaching artist Matt. He is actually here in the room. If you guys want to talk to him in a minute, but these are some of the images that the students have produced. I'm just showing you a few of those images. We provide cameras for our students. Wow, that time was really...
2 minutes goes by fast.
That was 2 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay, my bad. So, sorry, but this is Matt. You can come up to him and talk to him about the Josephine Herrick Project, but we do hire teaching artists to teach in our photography programs. And this is some of my work. So sorry that I went over.
Thanks. Okay, we're gonna go now to the registered group B pitchers. We're starting with Woo Jin. And then Sydney, Rena, Stan, Priya, Suchi, and Andrew.
Hello everyone, my name is Woo Jian. So I'm a photographer, a digital artist, visual artist, and educator in Manhattan. I've been teaching in New York City public school for 3 years. Personally, could you show my website? Thank you. Yeah, tonight I'm going to feature my photography practice. Personally, I'm an academic trained oil painter. So I can do highly realistic, Renaissance style oil paintings. But now I've been doing a lot of collaborations with strangers I found online, especially Instagram and Facebook. And for me, the white female subject, because I personally experienced domestic violence in my childhood. So my mom was a great supporter for me, and also for my artist past. So I've been creating painterly photographs with athletes, performers, artists, contortionists, and many other people. And I would say my photography is poetic, painterly, and cinematic. And I really like to shoot both indoor and outdoors. And I also like to know people through photography. To me, photography is a bridge between me and the outside world. Because during my first 3 years arriving in the United States, I was in Columbus, Ohio. It was a really different environment compared to New York City, which is really, New York City here is really open-minded, welcoming, but in the Columbus, Ohio is really I experienced lots of stereotypes or isolations. So that's why I love photography. And I did my master's in photography in Maryland Institute College of Art, and I'm open to any potential collaboration. Thanks so much.
Thank you guys for having me. My name is Sunny Shokrae. I'm a photographer and in-house worker, but I'm here today in my capacity as the programs manager at Baxter Street at the Camera Club of New York. I'm going to tell you a little bit about our programs, but it's a short time, so I'd also recommend going to our website, and I'll be here after to chat too. But Baxter Street is a nonprofit gallery dedicated to showing lens-based art, so photography, video, sometimes mixed media stuff in between that. And we were founded out of the Camera Club of New York, which is one of the oldest arts organizations that's continually running in New York City. It was founded in 1884, but moved to our current space in Chinatown on Baxter Street between Hester and Canal Streets in 2014. And at that time, we reshifted our focus from just being a collective of photographers to supporting emerging and underrepresented lens-based artists. So we do that through a couple of programs. Our kind of flagship program is our residency program, which we just announced new residents, but there will be a new call for that this fall. And the next program that we'll have an opening for is our mid-career artist program, which is for artists who have been working in the medium for at least 10 years. You get an exhibition, you get funding, you get programmatic support. We also have a guest curatorial program that opens in the late spring, early summer, where artists are invited to apply with a curator and a fully formed project to, again, apply for support, for exhibition space, and for funding to have a show. We also have great community programs. We just launched a series of one-on-one critiques with alumni and curators in our community, And this Saturday, there will be a newsletter going out for to sign up for free one-on-one critiques with Tommy Cog, who's one of our alumni artists, and will be in high demand. So subscribe to our newsletter.
Hi, I'm a photographer based here in New York City. My background's in photojournalism, and most of my career I've covered a variety of news-related subjects. Now I'm working at a slower pace on two independent projects, two independent long-term projects, one on the earth and the sky, which I'll show here. This is Haleakala National Park on the Hawaiian island of Maui, which is an amazing landscape with pristine skies, where I spent a month as artist in residence in 2019. While there and during an exhibit of the images in 2022, I began to learn how Hawaiian cultures see the sky. I rely on what the Hawaiians call mahina, or the moon, to illuminate the landscapes that I photograph at night. During an exhibit of the photos on Maui in 2022, I talked about the images while a Haleakala park ranger described the Hawaiian lore seen in the sky, which is an incredibly moving experience. This is Hawaii Volcanoes National Park on the Big Island of Hawaii, which is a different landscape than Haleakala, but just as incredible. I spent last October as an artist in residence in the park and got to know more about the Hawaiian view of the sky. The lava formations and landscape near sometimes active calderas lend themselves to a different kind of dramatic image than what I saw on Haleakala. I hadn't planned on this, but was able to experience with my eyes and my camera Comet Tsuchisan Atlas for a few weeks during the residency. It was a sight I'll never forget, the comet floating among the stars. My goal is to combine the images and Hawaiian names of constellations, stars, the moon, and sun to create a different view of the universe around us. Thanks very much.
Priya. And after Priya is Suji Lee.
Hi everyone, my name is Priya and I'm here to invite you to my birthday party. It is a birthday concert because it's on my birthday, and I'll be live recording my debut album. I'm gonna have a orchestral band with all queer musicians, and all the proceeds from the show are gonna go to the Trevor Project, which is an LGBTQ+ crisis hotline, because without crisis hotlines, I would not be here right now, because I get very depressed, and that's okay. There are also gonna be burlesque and Aerial Chains by Lisa Bella and Mizadi. Both of them are award-winning performers in NYC Nightlife, which is part of my work. I produce monthly immersive concerts with aerial dancers. Yeah, so that's a little bit about the project. I'm gonna go into kind of what the album is about. It's called Beloved, and it's based on different frequencies. Each song connects to a different energetic frequency and chakra, because I also work with yoga and meditation, and we can just go quickly through the slides. These are kind of the vibes of each song. I really want to make this a big project and do a photo book or a music video or make a movie and whatever I want to do with it. Yeah, I'm going to give you a little bit. It is my personal story of recovering from abuse, addiction, and psychiatric trauma, rediscovering myself with glitter, burlesque, stilettos, hot pink silk, falling in and out of love with the drummer in my band, fuck him, and playing sold-out shows in New York City. I'm looking for collaborators, story development, audiovisual recording, and sponsors to bring this project from concept to stages and streaming services worldwide. Please give me money and talent and time. I love you, thank you. Send every week at the
Suji, and then Andrew. Yes. Can I just click it? Yes, you can. I'm just going to add it. Okay.
Hello everyone. Excuse my panting because I had to run this building 10 minutes ago. But my name is Suji. I'm a lens-based artist focusing in photography and installation. And today, that's me. That's me with my installation, making photographs. But today I'm looking for all lens-based artists to participate in my upcoming instructional performance piece called Shared Studies. To briefly give you context on what I do, I make images, but I do believe how photography is very fun to depict, but also to mislead one's gaze. So I make illusory dimensions that is only possible through the photographic lens. And it's been a very fun process, but also I work in solitude. And I was thinking to myself, like rather than picking up all these fun branches and making it into an installation, I went out to Prospect Park. And this is the piece I made where I wanted to suspend an apple mid-air, and photography's unique talent to freeze things in motion, which was not in motion. But while I was doing this, I was thinking to myself, this reminds me of still life drawing sessions. And I was like, why do we not make that into a photo version? So I am thinking of this this performance where I create an installation in the middle, and all lens-based artists are welcome to participate in photographing it simultaneously. It could be video, it could be long exposure, whatever floats your boat. But during this process, I would love to photographing individual artists so that the focus from still life could be also shifted to the very act of photography. So if anyone is interested in participating, please feel free to email me or DM me. And also, I would love to hear from any gallery spaces or photo organizations who are interested in collaborating with this piece. Thank you.
Hey everyone, my name is Andrew Kung. I'm a photographer based in Brooklyn, New York. I've been in New York for about 8 years now. I was born and raised in San Francisco. And started off with a bit more unconventional background, kind of working in tech and going to business school. But just want to share some of my kind of two bigger ongoing projects that I'm working on, one in the Hudson and one about traditional Chinese opera. But before I get into that, I'd love to show you a little bit of context about some of the kind of work that I've made in the past. Let's see what we have, since we're short on time. So one of my earliest projects documenting kind of a small Chinese community in the Mississippi Delta. I worked in partnership with Emmanuel Han. And we went in 2017, made some pictures about the small community. That's kind of when my world of kind of diasporic communities and learning about Asian American identity and different experiences kind of really opened up. That led me to kind of making more work about kind of masculinity and the desexualized Asian American male. And now I'm kind of working on more kind of long-form projects. My project right now is in the Hudson. It's called Dreaming on the Hudson. And I essentially recompose the kind of romanticized paintings of the Hudson River School by staging scenes of Asian American men cast along the river. So in this project, each scene kind of challenges the, I guess, iconography of the American landscape and kind of recontextualizes the relationship between nature and belonging, identity and masculinity, and kind of history and erasure. So I'll just scroll through some of the kind of scenes that I've constructed here, but a lot of these scenes are kind of more intimate scenes of friendship, having the subjects kind of establish their own kind of cultural citizenship in this landscape, and reclaiming a sense of kind of the kind of history of land ownership power and their kind of own stake in the American pastoral. Yeah, okay. And so my last project that I've been working on, is about traditional Chinese opera. It's a kind of collection of basically performers here in Chinatown. And I've been really enamored with both like growing up with the kind of performance of the artists and the theatrical nature of the artists. But I think just learning about the history and how it survived 1700 years, the Cultural Revolution, and how it's kind of been adopted now to America by these both amateur and professional performers has been a really captivating part of this project that is still ongoing. So I'll just kind of scroll through the pictures very briefly. This hasn't really been shown to anyone yet, so first time showing the work. But yeah, I'd love to kind of get any of your feedback or your thoughts on the work, and also a chance to meet any of you other artists as well. So thank you, A4. Thank you, Lisa.
Thanks, Andrew. Well, let's give a big round of applause for all of our presenters, our featured presenters. Very, very excited. Okay, so now, for those of you who are so moved and want to share what you're working on, you can sign up right here. And we're going to go in this order. So you will have 30 seconds, and it goes by really fast. So we're going to start with Lexi and then Ivy. And if anybody else wants to, just line up here, and we'll go in that order. So we're going to start off with Lexi. I'll give you, you're already up there.
I'm going to write my last name.
Yeah, so you write your last name, and then, okay.
All right, hi everyone, I'm Lexi John, and I'm here today.
I want to make sure you take your full 30 seconds. I don't want you to miss any of this. Okay. There you go.
Hi, I'm Lexi John. I'm here to present VCS and NYC. We are the Viet Creative Society, here to uplift and share other Viet creatives in New York. We're here to find each other. We are very new. We just started this past October with a fashion and music show, and we're just creating even more events to highlight even more mediums. We have a Lunar New Year event next week on Wednesday. Please check it out for more information. I'm also a fashion designer myself, and I'm looking for photographers today to collaborate with. So that's a two-part pitch. Thank you.
Okay, pass it up to Ivy.
I don't have work.
Oh, you have 30 seconds. I don't know if you have time to do that. I think you're probably, yeah, just.
We share out the slides after to all the registrants, and it includes your information to get it from the
Yeah, I don't think we have time because you only have 30 seconds, so. Okay, good.
Hi everyone, my name is Ivy Tin. I am a New York-based photographer. My website is on the second row to the right. I would be honored if you can check it out. 4 years ago, I held a film camera for the first time, but it's only been 1 year since I really called myself a photographer. My photography deals with the sense of unbelongingness in unfamiliar places. With
Check it out. Okay. Yeah. Okay. If you want to just stay up here, like, and then you'll go. I mean, people that go in order. Yeah. Joy, you're next. Then Sarah.
Hi, I'm KT. I'm a trans non-binary Filipino Peruvian artist. My background's in film. I am a film director, but I'm branching out into film photography. I'm mainly looking for other artists to document them as they make their art and get to know them and just do portraiture photography. I've been exploring developing black and white as well as color. I've been shooting on 120 as well as 35 millimeter. And going through all the logistics. So anyone interested in getting their picture taken while they're doing their work, yeah.
Hey everybody, how you doing? My name is Jay Ballesteros. I'm a graphic designer and photographer based in the Hudson Valley. I just kind of want to offer, if anyone's ever looking for help in the studio, I'm available. I have some experience on crew. And also if you're open to Kingston, you want to meet up for a cup of coffee, happy to meet up and chat.
Hi everyone, I'm Sarah. I am a photographer as well as one of the co-founders of this Mahjong club called Green Tile Social Club. So two-part, I would love to just connect with as many people as I can and collaborate however we could. I still work full-time, but I'd love to do more in photography always. And then on the Green Tile side, we're always actively, I take most of the photos for us, but I would like to not always have to do that. So we're actively looking for other photographers, videographers who would be interested in photographing our events or initiatives. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Leah Elms. I'm a photographer based in the Lower East Side. California originally. I do a lot of black and white film photography, and I focus on topics surrounding women and mind, soul, and body, and the friction between those in the Asian diaspora and growing up in Asian households. And I do a lot of nude work, so I think I'm asking right now for anyone who's comfortable posing naked, because I can only take so many of myself. So I'm looking for exhibition spaces that allow that, and anyone of any gender who is okay with that.
Hello, my name is Kyoshin Khan. I'm based in Queens. And recently I've created a community coalition to take action and also to meet members of my community who are like-minded in my political views. And through that, I've created this idea of creating a YouTube channel, 3 to 5 minute videos, talking to New Yorkers, our neighbors, trying to connect and bring people together and get to know each other and talk about the issues that they care about most. So if you're interested in being a participant, being interviewed, being an interviewer, creating this project together, please contact me after this. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Sunny. I primarily work with photography, video, and installation, but currently I am an artist in residence at Artist Lines Inc., which has a studio in the Lower East Side. But I am looking for subjects constantly to work with, whether that's through video or photography. Before my residency ends end of March, I would love to fit in more portrait work of queer subjects, and that would be, for free, and you can keep the photo. I just want to, build an archive of subjects. So hit me up. That's my info. Thanks.
Hi, my name is AJ. I'm a Filipino-American graphic designer. I'm from Seattle. Back in Seattle, I was a full-time journalist and a full-time photographer, but since coming here, I've decided to switch lanes and become a graphic designer. My passion is in designing photo books. Right now, I'm creating a book for Vivian Westwood, and I just launched a book in collaboration with a book photographer. So if you guys want to create a book, hit me up.
All right, last chance. Anybody? 30 seconds, last chance. Going, gone. Okay. Give it